Plaintiff Jessica Sue was best friends with the defendant, but she claims he likes to party and smokes a lot of marijuana. Jessica claims the defendant has never had a job and he likes to hop freight trains for fun. She's suing him today for impound fees and emotional distress. Defendant Jorge Contreras Rodriguez admits that he's a party person and says Jessica is more straight-laced, so they balanced each other out. Jorge admits that he once wanted to date Jessica, but says they were better off as friends.
Start with you.
Well, me and George are really good friends. We're best friends. Like, he was a homie. We would do a lot of things together, but he's a major weed head. He drinks a lot. He likes to party, and he hops trains for fun. Like, he travels a lot, so he's never really had a job. So
how does he travel then?
I don't know, but
you don't know what you're talking about? Is that?
No. he rides trains for fun.
Free, you're saying? Illegally?
I don't really ask. I never really talked to him much about that, but that's
You got the information from somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
give it to me. Is it a secret? Part of it is a secret?
No, it's not. Yeah,
You gave me half of it. How do you jump trains? Free?
Freight trains.
Free?
Illegally, yeah.
Okay, illegally. Didn't say it. You're talking about how you're getting high illegally and all that. Go ahead. All right. So he's a crook, in other words.
A little bit.
All right.
So yeah, that's why I'm here, because he's kind of irresponsible, and he was probably high when he took my car.
Okay, we'll talk about him taking your car shortly. Why don't you give me some background, sir?
I met Jessica through mutual friends, like going to punk rock shows, hanging out.
How long have you all been friends?
A couple years now, 4 or 5.
What type of activities you all engage in as friends?
She's more of a straight edge person. Like, I was a party person, kind of balance each other off. You know, like, as friends.
That's what I'm saying. What type of activities you all
weed,
read the Bible sometimes? You said she doesn't do anything.
Go to punk rock shows.
Okay.
Live music.
Punk rock shows.
At the time, I did develop a crush on her, but I don't think it was worth it, because I would rather say friends, you know?
Why?
Why trade something good for a good moment, you know? That I don't know what the saying is, but like, I'd rather stay as friends.
Well, you do need a stable woman in your life. May not be too late. You pay her this money. Would you go with him if he pays it? All right, go ahead, sir. What else you want me to know? Do you party excessively?
Yeah, I do. I drink a lot, smoke a lot.
Do you work?
Yes, sir.
5 days a week?
4.
Okay, what hours?
I work from 7:30 to 2.
A.M.?
Yeah, to 2:30.
All right, do you miss work much?
No, not at all.
Are you late for work much?
Yeah, I actually do work out hard.
All right. Well, you can drink and smoke weed all you want to if you're going to work. All right. That's my whole advice, is that, because I know you all doing it. It's going to be legal everywhere in a minute. So my advice is that you all do it in moderation, so that it doesn't interfere with your education or it interfere with your work. All right. So if you're doing all right and it won't interfere with your advancement of your career, more power to you. All right. Where you live?
I live in Riverside, California.
California, all right, so I can keep going. More power to you. If you live in the states that don't allow it, then that's a terrible thing. All right. Ma'am, tell me about the impound fees and the emotional distress.
So on June 21st, me and my friend went to George's house. We were going to lift the spirits. We were just hanging out with him. And we were by the tracks. He took us to the train tracks, and after a while, he said
he took you to the train tracks to let you see his hobby. Go ahead.
We're hanging out there, and after a while, he said he had to go to the restroom. And Del Taco's across the street, so I thought he said he was gonna go to Del Taco. So after like 40 minutes, I got a phone call from a random phone number, and it was him, and he told me my car got towed. And I was kind of shocked because I didn't know that he took it. So I met up with him at Del Taco. It turns out he got it towed for not having a license, and he went. He was going.
How did he get your keys?
She gave them to me.
Before that, he he was driving with me in the car. He had like I didn't know he had a license. I didn't know he didn't. He had implied he
So
had
okay,
one.
so he already had the keys
Yeah.
because you all had been riding together. All right, so he left and drove on his own, and the car was impounded
Yeah.
as a result.
Because he didn't have a license. He
Okay.
drove further.
And how much has it cost?
It costed almost $2,000. It was $1,939.
You have that? You have
Yeah.
something? And these are impound fees that haven't been paid?
This is broken down, and this is the receipts.
But they're for impound fees that haven't been paid? All right. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
She picked me up from my house. I was gonna go because one of my hobbies is freight riding across this country. She was just, I was showing her how to. Pretty much, she asked me for my help. She's like, "Can you take me to go hop some freights or show me?" Pretty much.
You all are too old for that. That's for kid stuff. I think I did that when I was 10. Me and my buddies hop trains that went through Detroit, went through the projects we lived. We'd hop trains. Then they had the big coal piles. We'd go and walk in the coal, fall through, almost die, kill ourselves, get the coal. We found out all in our lungs. We didn't know then, but we were certainly risking our lives. But that's when we didn't know any better. Sir, you how old?
I'm 21.
And you're still hopping trains?
Yes, sir.
Find you another hobby. Find a grown man's hobby. Go ahead. So you were showing her how to hop trains, and
Yes.
then what? How'd you get the car?
She came to my house and she asked me to show her. She's like, "Drive to the spot and see how you drive. I want to see how you drive." And so I did. We hung out by the tracks, you know, just chilled for 2 hours. I told her which way, north, south, whatever, you know, which way the tracks were going, wherever she wanted to go. And I was gonna go use the restroom. I did tell her I was gonna go use the restroom, but I just wanted to go home. I don't know. I just ended up driving straight instead of going into the
Okay, and how was your car impounded?
Just I guess speeding pretty much, I guess.
All right, and you were pulled over, and they
Yes.
said what?
"Oh, do you have your license?" I said, "No," all right, and that's it. They took the car.
Oh, because you were driving without a license.
Yes,
They
sir.
took the car and impounded it.
Yes, sir.
All right, and why don't you think you should pay the fees?
Cause I tried.
You need to leave that weed alone, man. Yeah, you are.
I tried.
You are smoking too much. Go ahead.
My honor, I did try.
One a week for you, one. One joint a week. That's if it's legal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I tried offering payments because I don't make much. I told her I make this much. I could give you this much for as long as it takes to pay off your thing.
You agree you owe?
Yeah.
And you
I
agree
really-
you should pay?
Yeah, I
All
did.
right, ma'am, this says 1939, yet you're suing for 2439. How so?
I could have gotten my car out earlier if he got his license, and we showed it. I could have got it out for $400, but he wouldn't go, or I don't know if he did
What's
take
the
the test
additional
or
money
not.
for?
I had to go to his house a couple times. Taking the bus over there is $40. It's $40 to go and come back.
But you originally had allowed him to drive it, and he had the keys, right?
Yeah, but he
That's
didn't.
the risk you take, ma'am. So I'll grant you your impound fees, which he is directly responsible for. He's not directly responsible for you to have to ride the bus because you could have gotten a ride, you could have gotten another car in between. There are many other things.
Hop the train.
Hop the train, there you go. Yeah, you could have hopped the train. So $1,939 is your judgment for the impound fees. Good luck. Have a good day.
It is what it is. It was what it was, you know. Pretty much, it's in the past. It was way before any of this incidents happened.
I'm sorry I had to do this. I need to get paid.
It is what it is, you know.